Hey, Appliance Bootcamp family and friends, YouTube family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I'm gonna give YouTube a few minutes to send out notifications, let everybody know we're live. I want to thank everybody for joining in this afternoon. I'm gonna put the number in the actual chat. If you would like to call in, I'd love to talk to you this afternoon. Um, like I say, thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody who's been calling, all the alumni who's doing very well, showing those bank statements and stuff. Man, it's really nice to see those when they come through from you all with the bank statements and seeing how well you all are doing. Let me fix my mic. There we Okay, there we go. Like I say, I love it. I love it when y'all send out those bank statements. I get to see everybody's doing well. You all who call, not so much because you have issues or anything. Just call to talk and just say, "Hey, I want to thank you," or "I'm doing very well." I can't believe how well things are going. I love to get those messages. Once again, I got the number in. If you would like to call in, you're more than welcome to call in this afternoon. Um, just want to let you know on May 30th, we're going to be putting together, doing a sales system webinar. Myself and WWHVAC, we teamed up and we're going to do a webinar for sales systems. So it's going to be very good. On Wednesday, we'll release the actual um, um, tool list that you would need to get that we recommend to actually do sales systems. Sales systems, like I say, it does take a investment to get the equipment and stuff that you need. It's not going to be something cheap. It's several $1,000s to actually get all the equipment that you need in order to do it properly. It's not something you're going to be able to do like some of you all don't want to spend the $100, $200 to get service manuals. Sales system. If you want to do sales systems, you need to go ahead and start saving up your money because it's going to be a couple of $1,000s to get the equipment and stuff that you need to get going. It is an investment. With the sales systems, the way we're going to do it, it's going to be a webinar. We're going to go over how you actually do it. If you have any questions, we'll be able to answer any of those questions. And it's going to be something you can go back and refer to. So if you haven't gotten all your equipment yet, or you don't have all your equipment prior to we getting it, doing the sales system repair, the information will be there. You'll be able to go back forever and be able to refer back to it. And we're going to edit it so it'll be just like part of the course. So if you hadn't gotten your stuff and you still want to watch and be part of the webinar, you're welcome to it. Only those people who have paid for the Appliance Bootcamp live event or the on live and the Appliance Bootcamp online, they be the only ones admitted to it. So it's not open to the public. It's just gonna be open to those people. And if if you wanna if you wanna if you wanna just do sales systems, you're appliance repair guy and you just want to do sales systems, later on we'll have that information available where you can actually uh, be able to get in. So right now it's just going to be for the alumni and people who have paid. We want to actually go through and do it with them first, work out any kinks that might be in it, and then we'll offer it to everybody else after that. All right. Also, the TV Mountain course that's going to be coming out this week. We're going to try to release it either Thursday or Friday. We're finishing up the edits on that, and that's going to be coming out. So that'll be coming out this week also. Also, we're going to release the course curriculum, so you'll know what we're going to be doing in the sales system course. So we're going to release that on Wednesday also. So on Wednesday, you'll get the suggested tool list and links to if you want to go purchase the equipment, and you also would get the course curriculum of what we're going to be going over. All right. Tonight we're going to talk about ownership versus what I call the GOAT, greatest of all technicians. Sometimes you have some people who say it's okay just to be a tech and just work for somebody and be the greatest technician there is out there. And it's okay if you don't want to have ownership. You just want to be a great tech, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know me, I don't preach that. I preach to go ahead and be the owner. start your own business. I don't know if you go work for somebody, they're gonna do the same thing that you were doing if you were with some. If you started your own business, they're gonna put you in the truck and let you learn, learn out there. You just be calling them on the phone instead of you actually self-educating yourself. So you always be kind of dependent upon them instead of learning how you do it yourself. But I want to kind of tie this into kind of what's going on ESPN on Sunday nights with the Last Dance with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls 1998 championship run. With that, that gives you a good understanding of the difference between ownership and being the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Okay, so you got so let's look at this. You got Jordan on this team, and a lot of people say, and probably he's on the short list of one or two, and he's probably number one, the greatest basketball player of all time. So you got Jordan on your team. You got Scottie Pippen on your team, who's a Hall of Famer, just like Jordan's a Hall of Famer. Both of them is in the NBA top 50 players of all time ever. You got Dennis Rodman, who's also a Hall of Famer on that team. You got Phil Jackson, who at this time he already have 5 championship rings. He's done something no other coach had ever done before. He don't want 3 back to back. He don't want 2 back to back. And he has he right now he has the NBA record for the most wins in a regular season. So you have all 4 of these people on your team and have done all of this. This in the middle of them still going to win another championship, they won all these other championships, and all of them know at the end of the year they're going to get fired. So here they're the best that they can be, and they know they're going to get fired at the end of the year. And the reason why, because it's not that much difference than what's happening there in the NBA than what happens in corporate America. You could start off at your job and like they did. They came in early in their youth, and they were learning the trade, which is learning basketball, learning how to win. At a certain point, you get to a point. Even I've done this with technicians when they get to a point where they're they're topping out. You can't pay them any more money, and it's just it comes to a point where you start to do the math and you say, okay, um, I'm pretty sure that the owner, Jerry Reinsdorf, he probably done the math. Say, okay, we winning these championships, but my profit margin ain't where it could be if I was to bring lesser players in, because right now I might be toting the whole league. So everybody making money from me bringing my team there to play. So whenever we go play, the whole league is getting all this money from shared revenues and from all this and that. But I'm the only person that got the winning team. So I'm not getting as much of a profit as they are. They can be mediocre and probably give more profit than I am because I have to sustain all these high salaries and have to put the winning product out there. And that's the same thing that happens in corporate. And when you get to a point where your technicians, they become they get at the highest level that you can pay them. Sometimes is you look and say, I'd rather bring in somebody that's not as maybe not as experienced as they are, but they I can train them, and I might have 10 or 15 years of them ramping up to come experience where I can make a higher profit margin off of them versus the slight mistakes and stuff that they might make. So it's a win-win for me to bring in maybe a little lesser talent and not be the super, not have the super tech. And sometimes when you guys get into the SEAL system, that's something you all gonna realize, because I realized that hey, I could do SEAL systems and make a lot of money at it. But for me to have a technician that's who's gonna go out there and do SEAL systems and stuff, he's gonna be the top technician that's out there. If you're doing just appliances, now if you're doing HVAC and you're doing commercial HVAC and all that, it's so much profit margin in there that you can pay somebody to be to do refrigerant and the electronic stuff, and you got enough money to fudge it. But in a $3,000 refrigerator, it's not much money that you can fudge to keep paying somebody all that money if you don't have a slew of seal systems going through. Right now, we have a slew of seal systems going through, but you'll realize I can make just as much money with less headache with somebody who who doesn't do seal system, or if I didn't do seal systems, I could do the low hanging fruit and make just as much money. It might not be the technician out there. You would like to be the best that you are, but you got to start looking at the math that comes with this when you start doing business. And that's the thing that uh, a lot of people are getting mad and they're saying, well, why he gonna break the team up? Why he doing this and why he's doing that? I say I told somebody he probably looking at the math and said, hey, if I can come here and have be a mediocre team and still make just as much money. So why would I keep losing money on this for the investment that I'm putting out there? And I think that's what happened because, like I said, I looked at that with Seal Systems a while ago and say I could do it, but I can make just as much money and get out and have and don't have to worry about the equipment and stuff that goes within the Seal System. Like I said, you're gonna have several $1,000s put into the Seal System, but you can make that back in 3 jobs and 2 jobs. Really, you might be able to make your money back and you be good. But it's a different type of skill set. But for those people who want to make that investment and go there, we're going to give you all you need to do that, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But like I say, some people are going to look at it and say, "Hey, I'd much rather stay at the a lower level down and keep making my money this way than to go deal with the seal system stuff that comes with it, because it is a different it's a different it is a separate trade within our trade. So even though it considers appliances, the refrigeration part is a separate trade, and it's a very lucrative trade. If you get into it and you want to go start doing commercial freezers, walk-ins, and stuff like that, you can make a lot of money doing it. And same thing, if you don't want to do that, there's nothing to feel bad about. In appliance repair, you still make a lot of money just doing everything besides seal system and appliance repair. You still make a lot of money doing it. Now, going back to Jerry Reinsdorf, now he purchased the Bulls in 1985, and he still owns the Bulls. And just look, and he's still making money every time somebody buys a Chicago Bulls jersey with Michael Jordan 23 on it, or the 45, or with Scottie Pippen number on it, with Dennis Rodman number on it. He's still making money off of them. I don't know when the last time they got a check from Chicago Bulls, but he get a check from them for forever. His kids and grandkids are gonna get checks off of them, and that's the thing with the ownership. When you build ownership like that, uh, you build something for your kids and grandkids to have later. You don't want to take your youth and waste your youth building somebody else's fortune. You build somebody else's fortune, and then you get in your old age, and your body now don't have the energy and stuff that it had to actually go out and work those long hours and put the energy behind building something for yourself. Not only that, a lot of times it's going to take you maybe 3 to 5, maybe 10 years to figure it out, figure the business out, to make the I don't like to say mistakes, but to learn the lessons that comes with of owning your own business. It might take you 3 to 5, maybe 10 years to learn those lessons. And if you older and if you're older in your years and you don't have actual cash, then you don't have the time, if you were to lose some money, to actually make it up, as you do, if you in your 20s and early 30s, if you mess up 3 or 4 years, you still good. You got time to rebound and catch up. But if you in your 50s and 60s and you mess up 3 to 5 years, uh, you might not have the time to actually catch up and make it up before you need to go retire. So that's the other thing too about ownership. You need to get going and start early on, so you can actually have the time and energy to put into it to actually get it to work. Um, if y'all want to call in, like I say, feel free to call in. That's the call in right there. Um, uh, Let me go. I'm going to read some of the stuff we got going on. We got 59 people watching. I want to thank everybody that's watching. Okay, we got T Finesse, Mario Goodson. Greetings, ABC family. Money Mike. Hey, how you doing? Sean C, good evening. DJ Rap and Chat, okay. How you doing, Lamar Stanton? Okay. Matt and Kim Harris, hey, how you doing? San Antonio, Texas. Girly Girl Appliance Repair, hey, how you doing? Hey, Mike and ABC fam. All right, good to see you in. Hey, Wild Will. Mario Gibson, yeah, hit the like button. Uh, Marvin where I joined Cornerstone, but I haven't got you guys doing. Should I join you guys? Okay, Marvin Ware. I joined Cornerstone, but I haven't got you guys doing. Should I join you guys? I don't know what you quite saying there, but sound like you joined Cornerstone. I think Cornerstone is another online appliance training center. I don't know. I never taken his course. I haven't heard much about his course. Um, so I don't know. Take his course. If you have any concerns, reach out to him, and see what he says. Like I say, appliance repair to me is not that hard once you get going. There's so much stuff out here that help you and show you how to repair appliances. It's not as hard as it was when I first got going. When I first got going, it wasn't no internet. It wasn't nobody you could talk to. Nothing to actually. It couldn't even get service manuals. The service manuals they mailed them to you in the mail. Every time Maytag or Whirlpool or somebody had a service they used to call it service flash or something. They'll send you a mail a letter in the mail with it. We had one magazine that came around called Appliance Service News. That was it, and they had a little bit of technical stuff in it. But after that, that was it. You were on your own to figure it out. It's not like it is now today. Now you can go to Appliancetology, you can go to MSA World, you can go just about anywhere. You can go on Facebook now to Appliance Pro Talk, to Appliance Boot Camp, and somebody's there to help you. Same thing about the business side. Um, I don't know how many people now still. I don't see many companies coming forthcoming with their actual numbers and how they actually run the business side. That's something I would love to see from other companies and other people who teach actual appliance repair. Not so much give us an overview. Everybody know. Oh yeah, everybody know the sign, the book version of how you calculate your cost of doing business and stuff like that. Everybody know those book versions, but I would like to see people get a little bit more grainier, where they come in and say, "This is how I negotiate my contracts. This is how I bill out to the third party warranty companies. This is how I structure my finances, so I'm able to hire 10, 15 different techs." I'd like to see that information start to come out, because that's the jewel of it. Me showing you how to do sealed systems, and showing you how to diagnose how to diagnose if it's a control board or if it's a thermal fuse and stuff. That's the simple stuff. The stuff that you need to know is the stuff that that everybody is still kind of holding on to. What are you charging billing out for your contracts? What's your cost of doing business? What's your numbers? That's the stuff that people really want to know, because that's the stuff that really gets us, and that's the stuff that separates the technician from the owner. Is when you start figuring out, okay, how much can I build? I need to be billing these people out at. Because just like Scottie Pippen took that deal, he thought it was a good deal, um, and he thought it was a good deal when he signed it, but then realized later on that it was sucked. Well, the same thing, the third party warranty company, when they call you, they gonna try to put you up on a sucker deal. They know you just starting your business. You might not know your numbers. Yeah, we're gonna give you a flat rate, and you think, okay, I'm coming out of working for somebody for 15, $20 an hour, and now they telling me they're gonna give me $125 for every time I go fix something. And you say, hey, if I go there and fix it, it's more than I only get $15 an hour, $20 an hour. When I was working for somebody else, they're gonna give me $100, 125 flat rate to fix everything. I'm going, and you go out there and do it, and they say, 3 or 4 months down the road, you broke, and you out of business, and it's because the math was wrong, and because nobody before you is actually telling you how they bill out, and how they doing their math, and how they come up with that number for doing their math. Um, so, and that's what we teach at Appliance Bootcamp. We teach you I show you how I do my numbers, how I bill out, and how I was able to make money, and how and what numbers you need to stay up under. Everybody know the numbers in their region for their reps where they need to be at, not to have the rep cut their calls and stuff. They know the sweet spot, but a lot of people just won't let you know that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Jeffrey Ron, hey, how you doing? Um, Dropping gems, they say. I appreciate that. Okay. DJ Rap Chat, here's my cash app. Uh, Something hundreds. What's y'all? Okay. Okay. Hey, Code CX, how you doing? If you wanna call in, the call in number is there. You're welcome to call in. Donnie Madden, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Okay. Chris Adams, the AHS rep that I talked to today said that sales system is highly in demand. Yeah, it is. It is. It's highly in demand, and the reason why it's highly in demand is because of everything else. The skilled trades, nobody's teaching it. And if somebody who's very good in seal systems and very good in refrigeration, most of the time they're gonna be in HVAC or refrigeration. They're not gonna be doing appliance repair if they're very good at it, because there's so much more money that can be made on that end of it. Unfortunately, on that end, you locked out. We can get our EPA certification here in North Carolina. You can actually fix HVAC systems with an EPA certification if you get the universal certification. But you can't do change outs. You can't do anything. If you go anywhere where you got to connect duct work or anything like that, you're gonna be in trouble. But you can actually go in and here in North Carolina and actually change the compressor, change the evaporator. Um, if you get in good with the you getting good with the supply houses, they will actually sell you an actual condensing unit. Some of them won't. And even with us, some of our actual appliance supply houses, they have condensing units and air handlers too. So you all who wants to start doing that, you can actually go to the supply houses and they have a condensing unit, an air handler that they'll sell you, even a package unit. So if you get going and you want to get that, they can actually give you certain parts. Certain people, if you start going into the carriers and stuff like that, you can almost forget it unless you got a license. They not gonna let you in. But I think here we have DNL. They sell Train and Goodman, Coleman. You can get those from Re Michaels here and stuff. They're pretty good with letting us appliance guys come in and get stuff. Okay. Uh, let's see. Um, Chris Chat Rap. How much is it? I don't know how much is what. All right, Patrick Young, what's good, Mike? What's good, ABC fan? What's good, Mike? Okay. Andre Beckford. Anybody here does warranty work for Marvel Refrigeration or Bosch? Okay. I'm pretty sure somebody, I don't know if us, but a lot of people do Bosch. Bosch is a pretty good company I've heard to do warranty work for. So I know of companies that do Bosch. All right. Jeffrey Ron, TMM did a video on seal system parts. His total amount came to just under 2 bands. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a couple of thousand to actually get the information, get the equipment that you need to actually go. BK from the Rocky. Shout out to Mike and my ABC fam in the chat. Okay, because we don't read Uncle Mike. All right. Hey, not Dr. Funk. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Okafor, what's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing? Mike Charles, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? All right. Greetings, Mike and ABC family. D Brown. What's good, Mike and ABC fam? Good. All right, I got a question. We right here now we got a lot of people in the chat is actually our alumni, but I've seen other people still have questions about starting their own business. If they should start their own business or go work for somebody. I see that question pops up a lot, and if you can learn everything you need to do in one weekend, coming to appliance boot camp and whatnot. Like I said, you're not gonna learn everything you need. This right here is just to give you the confidence. I don't know everything. I'm learning every day, and this just give you the confidence and get you moving. But you're gonna learn how to self-educate yourself. This right here, like I said, is just to get you the confidence, get you moving, so you can self-educate yourself, and then from there you're good. But if you go work for somebody, matter of fact, these people coming out of school right now, coming out of college, they don't know anything about their major, and they've been in there 4 years. Is once you get out there and start working, that's when you learn. We got a caller coming in. Hey, how you doing, caller?
Hey, what's up, Mike? It's Slick.
Hey, what's going on, Slick man? Hey, yo, I got that a saline tank. I've been playing around with it, and it works pretty good. It's real forgiving. You won't burn through the. I can keep the heat on there a little longer, and it won't burn through the line like I will with my with the regular saline oxygen tank.
Yeah, man. The first time I used that, acetylene and oxygen tank, boy, yeah, I might have messed up some stuff.
Yeah, I've been playing with it. It takes a little longer. Like if I want to remove a joint, I found out it take a little longer, and I'm a little impatient because I'm used to using the oxygen and acetylene. And what we're talking about, the turbo torch. They got a new turbo torch where all you need now is just the acetylene tank, and it's a little tip that actually pulls the oxygen in, so you don't have to have a one tank. It's a little bit cheaper. It's easier to maneuver around and to carry on your truck. And I've actually been playing with that. First time I've had one of those, I usually use the oxygen and the saline tank together the way we always done it. But this one right here, it actually works pretty good, man. It works pretty good.
Now you know they got different tips.
Yeah, I,
I,
I got
I
the tip that came with mine. The flame it kind of threw me because it's a little bigger, but I've been working with it doing some brazing. It's okay. I can work with it now.
yeah, I've been. I'm gonna get the smaller tip because that flame, man, that thing is kind of big
Yeah, okay, okay.
for what we doing. For what we doing, you
Yeah.
know.
So how things been going? Now you one who hasn't waited. You jumped out there and just started teaching yourself seal system. You found a guy that does HVAC and you hired him to go on a couple of calls for you to actually train you, right?
Yeah, man.
How's it
Yeah,
going so far?
it's going. We working it out.
Hmm.
We working it out. I got another one coming up this week. Um, you know, I was hoping by the third or fourth one.
Hmm.
It ain't the seal system that I've been getting caught on. It's
Hmm.
that update for that LG board. But the seal system seems, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but you can do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, seal system you can do it. I mean,
Do you have the little
you gotta
jig
realize.
to do the update?
Yeah, I got that jig, man. Yeah,
Okay.
it just ain't. It's just I don't know, man. I'm gonna do it for the third time again. I done two, and neither one don't work, but they still pay me for them. So,
Where's the next one that you have to do?
down close to you.
Well, let me know. Give me a little bit of notice next time when you get ready to go. I'll meet you out there, and we'll do the update together.
Okay, yeah, this still sister, man. Soon as you now, as soon as you get it up under your belt, you can go wide open. Like Gerard, Gerard down in Atlanta, he already do that.
Right, right.
Um,
Now
yeah,
is he doing it now for the third party warranty companies and stuff?
yeah. I talked to him today. He ain't did a whole system yet. I think he found a leak and put some refrigerant in, but I don't think he put in a compressor yet.
Oh, for LG, he haven't done an update on the LG compressor. Okay.
Yeah, he ain't done that yet. But yeah, these seal systems they pay pretty good.
Yeah. About what they're paying you to actually change one out. If you don't mind
I'm
sharing.
charging. I have charged 503, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna take it up because I mean I had to go to my truck like 4 times just to get
Yep.
everything in
Yep. Yep.
there. Yeah, that's one of the things you got to go in there. Like I mean, you got to go to your truck like 4, 5 different times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the B tank is one tank versus the oxygen and acetylene two tanks.
Mm-hmm.
But you still ain't carrying a lot. Ain't like you can put something else up under your arm or something.
Yeah.
You still don't want to drop your tank, so you
Yeah.
still taking it in by yourself. I mean, as one thing. You know, ain't no go arounds doing these seal systems. You're gonna have to do the work.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
so yeah. It's like you say, it's work involved. You gotta take that. You gotta take your torch in there. You gotta take your recovery pump. You gotta take your vacuum pump. You gotta take your gauges in there. You gotta take your you gotta take your scale in there. You gotta take your refrigerant tank, your recovery tank. Like I say, it's some work. You're gonna. It's not nothing you're gonna do quick either. Um,
yeah.
it's not nothing you're gonna do quick.
So check this out.
Hmm.
So it's a trick I learned from a guy. All right, when you installing a microwave,
Hmm.
you take a piece of plexiglass, 30 inches wide and I guess about 18, 20 inches deep,
Hmm.
and you take that plexiglass, you lay it on top of the microwave that you got to install.
Hmm.
Take your marker,
Mark the
mark those
holes.
two, stick it up in the space,
Hmm.
and drill through those marks, and
Hmm.
then you got where your holes got to be exactly instead of using that piece of paper. And then that's something you can keep with you.
Yeah,
You
you don't like the paper.
know, do you like the paper?
Well, we had done so many of them. I pretty much had got it down packed. Where I'll just take one of them. I'll take one side of it and get it all the way to the corner and kind of fold it. And I mark the one on one side, then I'll fold it again and mark it on the other side. So I got pretty easy good with it. It take a while because that paper it'll start to move on you, and you also got to be mindful when you're doing that paper. That you sometimes some of the cabinets it don't have the lip in the back, but it had the lip in the front. And
Mm.
yeah, if you mark it, the back end will be too far up, and it can get crazy sometimes. But just centering it off, it was after we had done so many of them, we kind of much figure out how to just fold it halfway and go.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna get me a piece of plexiglass. That seems like sweet.
There you go.
Yeah, it seemed like a nice little tool that you can just stick up there, and you can stick it up under the bottom. You can drill from the bottom.
Hmm. And
You
that's
know,
what we always done. We always
bottom.
done ours from the bottom.
Yeah, drill it from the bottom. Stick that piece of plexiglass up there. You can drill through the plexiglass.
Hmm.
Get you a piece of. I would use a thin bit. I wouldn't use the bit the size of the hole.
Yeah.
I'll get me a thin bit and drill through that because you could use that plexiglass over and over and over again. You don't even
Hmm.
need that piece of paper.
Yeah, and I found out when we was doing the installs a lot for the not home warranty, but for the actual big box stores, they'll run a sale on a specific brand. All the stores will run that same sale, and you'll get a whole for a month or two doing the exact same microwave, exact same dishwasher. So you get to a point where you just know it and you just knock it out.
Oh, I ain't there yet, Mike. Man. I'm still.
Yeah, when you start doing them in volumes, when you start doing maybe 7 or 8 a day, it get to a point you can just knock them on out. But yeah, so that's good, man. That's good. All right.
It's been pretty busy, man. I know I talked to some other cats. Everybody else still busy too, man.
Everybody's
So
busy, man. I'm already we already booked for this whole week. We almost we probably halfway through next week booked out. And that's the thing too. I was thinking today. I said, no, this right here is a very good business. You know, I get calls all day of people wanting to get stuff repaired, and I'm telling them, hey, it'll be next week before we get there. And some people are wait, but some people say, hey, let me I'm gonna call back around and see. And they call back and say, hey, I got a schedule with you. You know, it's good to know every day you can go ahead and make five, six, $800, and the next day you're gonna have that much more money waiting on you to do it again. Uh, it's very
yeah,
good.
you can do it. I mean, if you want to work 8 to 8,
Hmm.
you can.
Hmm. And you
You
still won't catch up. No matter, I figured that out. If I could work 8 to 8, work 7 days a week, I still would not catch up. I still would be booked.
Yeah, see, that's a feeling that I had to get used to right fast. Never feeling finished.
Hmm.
You know, you don't never feel finished. It's always something to do. You know, with this appliance repair thing, man.
Yeah.
You never, even if you feel like, even during. Well, I'm sorry. Even say you so
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah. even if you got somebody who do first call completes,
he still
all
don't
of
get
them
caught
can't
up.
do first call. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you just never caught up, man. I mean, the parts ain't there. You got to wait on the parts, or you just don't want to put that money in the parts, But yeah, I mean, it's a feeling of never feeling finished,
Yeah.
that you got to get used to right fast.
Yeah, that's why people used to I call going postal, and that remember I told you that's the worst part of this business. It's just so much work that you never get caught up, and you have to always know that you always feel like you always feel like you behind, or that you just not quite there.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's just something you got to get used to. It's a
Now,
good
how many
business.
calls are you running a day? You always tell me you're gonna cut back to 1 or 2. How many have you cut back to?
Man, I can leave the house with doing 2, right?
Uh-huh.
And before you get home, you got 2 more and a third. That's just how it is, man. You ain't gonna get away from that, man. No matter how I try, because I'm already in the area, and then I get a call. Then I say, well, I'm gonna put them off, right? But then they 5 minutes away, so you're like, man, I got 5 minutes. I might well go ahead by see what's going on, or like DCNF might do. DCNF, he got a system that I think I might try to start adapting to. So I can do these first call completes, but I mean, you just can't. If you're 5 minutes away, man, you gotta take that trip and see what's going on. That's 125, and
that's what I already say. What used to get me was deductible. They knew what to do. They'll send it to you in big bold print, 125.
Yeah, and you're going by there.
Yeah. Matter of
You're
fact,
gonna try to pick that up.
matter of fact, I think I got DCNF calling in right now.
Yeah, put that sucker on the line. He a thief, man. He ought to be ashamed of himself much money he charged. I'll holler at y'all. All right, man.
Okay, man. Talk to you later. Appliance Boot Camp. Sorry for the wait. Hey, DCNF. Are you there? Are you there? We'll give him DCNF a few minutes. He's calling in. If anybody like to call in, I'm gonna put the number in the chat right here. Let me see if I can get it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mike.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, doing well. How you doing, bro?
All right. Yeah, Slick just said, man, they need to send the police out there so y'all legally printing money down there.
Hey, we trying to do a little something, man. I need that.
How things going down there, man? How's the workload and stuff for you all?
Man, the workload is steadily increasing, man. So we definitely are blessed out here. So
now it's 2 of you all right now. Have y'all added anybody else?
we're getting ready to start the expansion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're getting ready to start the expansion. So I got my little brother eventually coming up this month, but prior to that, up in another location with my.
Now, what are you gonna do? He gonna come up and train? Y'all gonna then send him out to another place, or?
No, what happened is I'll go up because my brother-in-law and my nephews are there where we're going to set up at. And I'll run with them for 2 weeks, and I'll provide them with all the material they need to sustain them while I'm not there. And of course, they got us by phone, and I'm not too far from them if they really need me to come back out there. But they've already, I've already been, putting my brother-in-law up on game. And then we have another guy out there that already knows appliances that's going to help out. That relieve the workload from us, and I'm just going to basically it's going to open up under me, and then we'll start doing all the back end paperwork, starting the LLC and everything, so we can get them off and running.
Man, that is wonderful, man. That is wonderful. Now, who's going to backfill when you go out? When you go out that way, how are you going to backfill?
T go hold it down, and hopefully my little will be ready to go and be back up here because my little brother ran with me for a little while about a month ago. So he might be back up here, and then that way it'll be him and T. But we're gonna hire anyway. We're about to put out I got one guy that I actually did a call for here recently He a truck driver, so I'm gonna chop it up with him because he actually only reason why he called us is because he couldn't figure out how to open up the washing machine to fix it, to get the lid. So he told me what it was. I came with it because you can pretty much kind of tell somebody know what they're doing. So I came with the lid switch and he was dead on. Once I put that lid switch on, his washing machine came back and running. I was like, there you go. So I'm targeting him right now as a top recruit to bring. So I just got to figure out the best way to convince him to take a little time off the truck.
Yeah, I get messages from truck drivers all the day talking about they want to get out that truck. They want to spend time with their family and stuff. But man, like I said, I'm very proud of you all, man. The growth and and the way y'all are killing it, man. It is almost unheard of to see people come into the industry the way you all are coming in with the enthusiasm and with all this excitement and all this innovation, and y'all are killing it, man. I mean, y'all are really killing it.
Hey, we got a good teacher. That's all we can say. Good teacher. And for me on my end, I spent majority of my time in a war zone, you know what I'm saying, especially over the last 10 years. So like man, either go hard or go home. I mean, it can't get no harder than being shot at all the time and getting rocket shot. You know what I'm saying? So this cake, man. You just, once you get your rhythm, once you get in the rhythm, I say after about 100 jobs, man, you just really start to really, get that what they call it, the quarterback field vision.
Right.
If you ever played Madden, they, like what's his name? To be on Indianapolis had the huge vision, can see all the receivers on the field. Just start to see
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, yeah. Peyton Manning, that huge vision, you can see them all. You start to see the patterns, and then you really start to home in on the business side and start to get efficient.
There you go. You guys are doing it. And when you go out here now, where you come into your family, and you telling your family, you putting I mean, we really giving them employment. Employment better than what companies and what Fortune 500 companies are actually paying and stuff. How do they feel with you coming in saying, I got a business that I'm gonna put you up on, and I'm gonna hire you, or I'm gonna put you in business? How did they feel when you do that?
Man, my family, they hungry, man. I got to give it, especially my brother-in-law, man. Like as soon as I told him about it, he was with it. And, he just took time to look over stuff, and like now he ready. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what he's doing, he like this is what he wanted to do, because he already got the business mind himself. So I see him like he's gonna be definitely a top performer.
There you go. Yeah. That is great. Now, how about your immediate family? Have they do they buy into it now? Because you came from, this is the thing, you weren't making no $30,000 a year. You was making a good living prior to coming here, and then you make the transition. How did they feel when you first told them you was gonna make that transition versus now?
My family already, like when my grandmother heard that I was doing this. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna excel at that, because I guess when I was growing up, I took apart her record player, like totally disassembled it and put it back together and played. And she was just shocked, couldn't believe it. She was mad at first when she saw I took it apart, but then she was like, you put it all the way back together and it works. So as soon as she heard that I started doing this, she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna excel. He's gonna be good. And then my little brother came up and he got to run with me, and he saw it. And he was just like, yeah, he wanted to do it, but my little brother got a few little things he got to work out on his personal side. And then initially, my wife, though, yeah, she wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling it at first, It took them checks to start coming in. And then,
that'll always do it when those checks start coming in, and they start seeing them come in and seeing them stacking up. They say, wait a minute, you making this much money doing this? Yeah, this is where it's at.
Yeah, if it had I ran with choice any mile longer, I'd probably be back overseas right now. So thank goodness for American Home Shield and Old Republic stepping up and starting this venture with us. So yeah. But yeah, we just we excited out here, Mike, and we definitely starting to iron things out. Our CODs are really picking up. Like at least 4 to 5 calls a day for CODs now.
Hey, tell me about it.
Yeah.
I actually had to turn off the third party warranty. Only when I really do American Home Shield, I do some, I think it's home buyer's warranty. But I had to tell them I couldn't do it. I got so many CODs coming in. I don't know what has happened the last week or two. I guess people are coming out the pandemic or whatever, and they just getting stuff fixed, and they're doing the drive-in clean. They're doing everything.
Yeah, facts. That's what I think that's what it is. And we in the middle, because I'm in a military town.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the middle of the changeover season with the soldiers. So rental properties are coming up, all these people moving in the houses. And like we just did a COD, like she called on our last call was around 3, 4. And just a freezer was melting out and all that stuff. So drain line was clogged up. So
there you go.
ran right out there after that call and went and took care of it this evening. So
now are y'all charging blue book rates on y'all CODs?
Oh, most definitely. We ain't playing. I'm about to go. I ain't sent her the invoice yet. So I got to pull out the blue book and look at it. What she had, a bottom mount GE, Whirlpool. So yeah, she about to get that COD right.
Man, this is good stuff. This is good stuff, man. Like I say, thank y'all again for actually coming to Appliance Bootcamp, and thank y'all for going out here and selling and making the waves for everybody who's coming behind you all and setting the bar so high for everybody. Because man, I'm telling you, if it weren't for you all, the Appliance Bootcamp wouldn't go on. Because you all go out here and win, and y'all come back and share y'all success stories and stuff, and let people know that this is doable, that you can come out here within a weekend, and you go in and you put the work in and stuff, and you dedicate yourself. You can earn a good living doing this.
That's it, man. We keep preaching the same thing. Yeah, we followed your blueprint, and it works. You just got to put the time and effort in. That's it.
Yeah, and matter of fact, the way you all are going, you all will in the next 2 years, you all will probably be in that millionaire club. No doubt, if you keep going the way you're going, you'll be in the millionaires club within the next year or two.
We're not even. Of course, we're looking at the numbers, but we not. Hey, we engaging off the customer interaction. Because,
there you go.
What we saw in the last 30 days after we made the tweaks, it's like we got nothing but 5s all last month. We had 1 4.
Wow.
We steady get 5s, and now our website is out there. We figured out the marketing game a little bit better, and we just turning it up to the next level right for this summer, because we're gonna catch all the work.
Man, congratulations, man. I'm so happy to see y'all actually making this transition, man. This is wonderful, and the best thing about it, it's supposed to be the worst time in the world, and you all out here hiring people, starting businesses. I don't even know. I know they keep saying it's the worst time in the world, financial crisis. We're going to be in a recession. I can't tell it. I can't tell it.
5 of the fittest, man. If you want it, you're gonna get it in this environment, man. Bottom line, we appreciate you. You are a humble man, Mike. That's all I can say.
Yeah. One last thing before you go. Do any of your customers ever complain about your prices or anything?
Right now, what I see, I got like a mix in my area due to the demographics. Majority of the people don't even bat an eye, but then we got a little segment of people that will shop around. They don't like the $85, but I'm just like, you're shopping, you're still going to pay it, but it is. But what I'm believing I'm going to do is just put the rate to where I know the people that I'm gonna get what I want.
Right.
I want, because
run the riffraff off.
Yeah, because once they see that number, they're not even gonna make the phone call.
There you go. That's what you do. There you go. You learning it. There you go. Just run them off and let the person who want to. It's not nothing bad about that, because a market for everybody. There's somebody out there who cater to that demographics, and just let them have it.
Yeah, because we just did enough work for the right. I guess subdivisions, areas, right zip codes, and those people are really putting our name out there. Like we left a warranty call, and the lady told her friend who needed a refrigerator fixed. We did the COD for her this morning.
There you go.
Yeah, like that's like we doing it for the right people, and our customer service is on point, and that's definitely. And
that's a good thing too. When you get in with a good neighborhood like that, they tell their friends, man, and they just keep you in that neighborhood. One or two neighborhoods will feed you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Mike, man. We appreciate you. Salute to you, brother. And hey, thank you. That's all.
Nah, thank you all, man, and keep posting, man. I love you. I love your daily vlogs you putting in.
Oh yeah, we did a video of that freezer we were defrosting, so we're gonna throw that up here in a minute.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I saw you done a little teaser, and everybody been waiting on it.
We about to wrap it up. You know, we figured out the marketing thing. We figured, you know, we've been we got something coming for everybody. We just
there you go.
We gearing up. We gearing up.
All right, man. Thanks, man, for calling in.
All right, Mike. You take it easy.
You too. All right. Once again, that's DCNF Appliance. If you hadn't already, go to his actual YouTube channel and subscribe. That's DCNF Appliance. Go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. Uh, Once again, I'm gonna put the call in. I'll take one more call before I get out of here. But appliance repair. I've been thinking about too. You know, they got a lot of graduations and stuff. People graduating from college and all that stuff, and over the for the next couple of weekends. Probably over the next month, people will be graduating for from college. And I was just thinking, they gotta go put out a resume and go and try to get somebody to give them a job. You all can come to Appliance Boot Camp. Go out. It takes $1,500, or just do $500 if you want to do the online. Do the course. Fill out your LLC form with your state and register. And most of the time, within a day or two, you're especially Choice and Select Home Warranty. They be calling you, begging to send you work and send you money within a couple of days. You don't even have to go out here and actually beg nobody for no actual interview. You don't have to go pee in no cup. Don't nobody ask you. Majority of them don't even ask you, have you have a felony or anything like that. Matter of fact, I don't even think any of that stuff is on the contract form. If you have a felony or anything, I have to look and see. I never filled one out that asked me about my background as far as a felony. Some of them now are starting to do a minor background check. They're making sure you're not going out here and you ain't no convicted murderer. I think assault charge or maybe robbery or something like that might get you pushed out. But they're not doing a something like what jobs are doing. And you can go ahead and you can make $85 an hour. I don't know many people coming out of college can make $85 an hour within 2 to 3 weeks after getting their diploma. But here at Appliance Boot Camp, once you get the knowledge, you go out here, you can make $85 an hour, live a good life, make enough money where you can start to do what people tell you to do as far as retirement. Not only that, you hear them calling in where you can actually go and start to hire your family and friends and relatives. So if you got somebody in your family that that needs a little helping hand up and all that, you whatchamacallit, you can say, hey, come on, I'll put you to work. You can put them to work tomorrow. Or they're going out and they helping sound like DCNF might be helping somebody to actually start his own business. So that's how this thing works. And like I say, the skilled trades, like Frederick Douglass said, learn trades or starve. It's still going strong today. Skilled trades is a good way for especially African American men, or any man at that for that matter of fact, to actually earn a real good living, be able to take care of his family, be a valuable asset to his community. Like I say, this past weekend I was down at my father-in-law house fixing his oil heater, because I know how it's no different than an oil heater than a gas dryer, gas oven and stuff. It's same premise. And I fixed that for him, and you become an asset. Everybody start because you fix appliances. You'd be surprised at how many of your family and friends and just everybody start to call you to fix stuff. I mean, all the time people calling you to fix stuff. And like I say, when I graduated and worked as an engineer, I wrote a lot of code. Nobody never called and asked me to help them design no 5 volt to ground circuit. None of my neighbors never called and asked me to help them write some function on help them do a function on a piece of code or anything like that. Never got that. Never got that. And when the economy was bad, I was out of a job. I had to go beg people to let me work for free. Versus now, where they saying this is the worst time ever in the history of the world. And I'm telling people, I got people calling me all day long, and I'm telling them I can't get there for 2 weeks. If you want, you're gonna have to wait. And it's not just me; it's everybody is experiencing the same thing. And this is happening all across all the skilled trades. It's not just happening here with appliances. It's like that for electrical. I get calls all the time from my electrical company. Today, I was actually doing plumbing. There at my little ice cream parlor, and people saw me actually trenching the water line. People asked me, pulled up, and asked me, "Hey, you do plumbing work?" I was like, "Nah, I'm just fixing it for myself. You mind coming helping me do this?" Because they don't teach this anymore. Nobody knows how to do this anymore. And if you can come out here and you can fix stuff, you can you always gonna have employment. You always gonna be able to make money. And like I say, appliance repair has really saved my life. If it hadn't have been for appliance repair, I don't know what my family would have done, or what where we would be right now. Like I said, I was laid off for almost a year, and couldn't even work for free. And that's after being an engineer. And no, I want no bad engineer. I was actually pretty good. I was actually pretty good. The same way I am with electronics here. I was like that and there. And matter of fact, a lot of my code and stuff was running when I left. That's the thing. They had fired me, and they would call me, ask me how to fix stuff. And I'm at home. And my old team would call me, ask me about a piece of my code, or ask me how to fix this and fix that. And I'm at home laid off from no work. But with appliance repair, there's never been, ever since I started doing appliances, there's never been a time where I didn't have $500 to $1,000 or more in my pocket, I've never been broke. I've never been broke doing appliance repair. Even when I was broke, like I said, one time I done a show on it, a video when the time where I had to actually start back over one time. Even that, not say I was broke, I went broke. It wasn't no broke where I didn't have no gas money or nothing like that. It was just that all my money that was coming in, it was going back to service debt that I had created. So it won't be being I ain't have no money. I always had $500 to $1,000 coming in every day, but I won't being able to actually hold that much. I was being able having to pay it all out. That's why I don't do debt now. When people say stuff about credit cards and getting debt and stuff, I stay away from it because I had that issue. That's why I buy used trucks and stuff. I can pay cash for now because I ran into that problem. And ever since I done that, I haven't had any problems with cash to do whatever I wanted. All right, City Crew say, hey, Mike, drive-in cleaning calls coming in daily here within the last week. Yeah, everybody calling in, getting ready to start doing spring cleaning. So if you doing drive-in cleaning, now is the time to actually put your drive-in cleaning out there because now people are getting ready to start doing spring cleaning. They're cleaning up the trees. They're starting to paint the decks. Everybody's coming back out of this thaw from the winter. So now's the time you start putting your signs out. If you hadn't taken the drive-in cleaning course and you like to, I just put the link in. If you haven't bought any of the courses yet, the appliance repair, we got garage door course. If you haven't bought them, there's a link to it. We're going to have the actual TV mountain course coming in this week also. Okay. Curtis Massenberg. Does the online course consist of all the modules as the online and the hands-on? Yeah, they have all the modules. Only thing different between the online and the hands-on is you get to come to the hands-on live event. But everything that we do here is online. All right. Marvin Ware, hey, okay, I want to get more of the business side you have. Okay, that's no problem. A lot of people want that, and I said I was going to actually split out the modules. So I'm going to go ahead and split them out and actually put just a business side up there. I wanted to do it with the actual QuickBooks Online. I'm in the process of setting up QuickBooks Online for Appliance Bootcamp, for my actual investment group, and also for the ice cream store. So once I got that set up, I've been very knowledgeable about QuickBooks Online. That's when I was going to release the course. Okay. Okay. Somebody said, well, appliance bootcamp, appliancetology. They said now they can use emails instead of a website. So you send them an email, like they'll let you in. All right. Um. Okay. Kevin Roberts said, hey, different. Okay. T Finesse, they don't. Okay, that's they got some networking going on. Shimano Five Line, hey, how you doing? Oh, Fixer, Mike, I had a disgruntled customer record my conversation in her home because I changed the repair recommendation instead of replacement of their just wanted the alumni to be aware recording. Okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times people who have warranties, they think that they're supposed to get a new appliance, and if you fix it, sometimes they mad, they want to get a brand new one. So that, yeah, that always happens. All right, Codex. I always assume everything I say is being monitored when I'm at the client's house. Okay. Yeah, be careful. Codex, indeed, I thought about wearing my own recorder to protect against fake claims and accusation. Okay. Fix, I'm going. Fix says, uh, I'm going through the trees, so you be wise to what's going on with the warranty companies and so forth. Uh, Okay. Say the warranty company was silent because of whether you're right or wrong. Yeah, that's always. That's always. All right. Yeah, they got some networking going on. Okay. Wow. Girly girl, go ahead. Don't be nervous. Just go ahead and go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, yeah. Fix it says warranty companies customers are not your customers, but the warranty company customers. That's why cash calls are the way to go. Yeah, eventually you want to start the transition to cash calls and have a mix. Like I said, 80-20 or 70-30, where you're doing 80% cash and 20% warranty, or 70% cash and 30% warranty. You don't want to be all in warranty. You want to have your own customers. And yes, the warranty companies will tell you that the customers that you go to are not your customers. That the warranty company is your customer. So that's what you have to make happy. All right. Andre Beckford, the update of the board is easy. He said he charged 15. Okay, there you go. He said he charged $1,500 for LG compressor installation. There you go. He making that money. Uh, Telling Slick to up his price. There you go. DCNF gave Slick to go ahead and say his name. All right. Man, we got a lot of conversation going on. Okay. Patrick Young, Mike, 5 more days and I'm out of the truck. Friday is my last day. Appliance Correctors LLC is almost a full effect. Man, y'all be running out those trucks, Pat. I had so many truckers come through here. It is ridiculous. And y'all do very well. I will say that. The truckers do very well. Bob Knight looking for somebody doing third party warranty in New York City. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. We got BK from the Rock. He said another YouTuber named Nick Taylor talked about a similar situation where his business grew from services he started doing for himself, but were in demand by people around him. Yep, that's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, there you go. DCNL said the same thing happened to him. Guy wanted that new washer, gave him a 3. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. I always tell people when we go to customer houses and they want to get something new, we tell them we don't make that decision. We just tell the third party warranty company what's wrong. They make the decision if they're going to repair it or replace it. And the third party warranty company put it off on you. They'll say, if he tell us that to replace it, we'll replace it. And so you kind of in that wheel. So you have to tell them, hey, I just tell them what's wrong, and from there they make the decision. I can't make the decision if they're going to repair it or replace it. So, but yeah, that's always it. And they tell them if he recommends it for us to replace it, we'll replace it. And and the customer is saying, hey, I've been paying this policy for 10 years. I want a new one. I don't want you to repair it. I want something brand new because I could have bought me a new one when I paid the policy. Yeah, you probably could have. But if I go out here and I tell them to replace your washing machine or replace your refrigerator, they'll replace it. But it's going to kill my cost per call. So what happened? They'll replace it, and then a month later, when they run my numbers, they're going to say, "Yeah, we're going to cut your calls back." And I say, "Why?" Because we had to replace the refrigerator. The refrigerator was bad, but you told me to replace it. So they'll ding you for it. So what you want to do, I tell you this right here. This is a trick. People who do. This is something that I tell you to do. If you got something that got to be replaced, what you do, you ask for a second opinion. It's not they don't count second opinions against you. If it's something that needs to be replaced, you say, "Hey, can I get a second opinion?" And when you do that, it'll go back. And what happened? People will start the other experienced people. They'll know when they call and say, "Hey, can you take a call?" That you always ask, "Has anybody else been there?" Yes. What was the diagnostics? They say a seal system. We don't do seal system. It'll keep moving. So what happened eventually after a certain amount of days in the system, they have to automatically go ahead and replace the unit, and nobody get charged on it. If you tell them to charge it, they're gonna charge it against you in your matrix. They're gonna say, okay, you told me to change it out, so now I'm gonna charge it against you. Same thing. If you transfer a call, you say, hey, I can't fix it. Transfer. They don't want to see transfers, but like I said, you can ask for a second opinion, and you can tell them you booking outside of what you call outside of the time limit. They don't hold that against you. When things are busy, you can just they call and they say, hey, we got a front load wash machine, and you said what's going on. They tell you, that's a tub bearing. That's gonna be like $500-600. You can tell them, hey, I'm booking outside the time limit right now, and they'll go to the next person. So there was little tricks that people who've been doing it a long time realize, and you got believe it or not, you got to learn to play the game. You got to learn to play the game. If they would let you just fix everything and be good, you could do it, but unfortunately, with the third party warranty company, it's a numbers game, and you got to play the numbers game. And everybody's in here to make money. And like I said, the homeowner will get their stuff. Actually, they'll get it replaced and they'll get a new one. But unfortunately, it might take them a little longer to do it. But if you go out there and you tell them to replace it because it needs to be replaced, or you start billing out past those 250s, eventually they're gonna drop you. I don't care if you they look at the bottom line of where your numbers are at. That's what they care about. So all right. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's 9 o'clock. We'll be back again on Thursday on Technical Thursdays. We're going to get back into the actual millionaire stuff. Actually, starting to work more numbers and get closer to making $1 million in the next 2 years. Net million in the next 2 years. Probably this Thursday. I'm going to go on. Probably do. I haven't decided. I got a couple of things. I might start to work my numbers because now I'm getting closer to actually opening the actual ice cream parlor, and I'm actually putting numbers together. I might start working my numbers and show you all what I'm looking there, and also I'm gonna actually start doing a little bit more. People are now getting ready to start hiring, like you just saw DC and F and them are getting ready to hire. And I've been getting a bunch of calls for people want to know how did I pay my subs and stuff like that. So I might do that this Thursday, technical Thursday. Might be on subs. How I used to pay my subs, and the how I put that pay scale together. Because a lot of people know, do they pay them per hour? Do they pay them per job? And I've done a couple of different ways. I've done one where I just gave them a flat rate per job that they went to, and I also done it where when they're first starting off, when they first start off, I give them a per hour, and then after they've done so many calls, then they go on commission for that day. So I'll show you how I used to build a schedule to bring in my subs and how I paid them. So that's what I do this Thursday coming in, because a lot of people now are starting to go out and hire people. All right. Irvin Thomas, I haven't got the model number. It wasn't in the work order. Okay. Quentin Hodge. Thanks, Quentin. It's a great show. Dan Young. Hey, Mike, do we need to stay under 250, including the part? I say 250, but really the actual cost is about maybe $300 for your repair in your area, and 250. If you stay around you bill out labor 250. They get the parts for little or nothing. So if they supply the parts, they buy so many parts, and they got such a big deal. They get such a good deal on the parts. They get them for little or nothing. So by the time you add the parts, you're gonna be up under the actual 300. All you care about is the 250. If you 250 is your sweet spot, you stay 250 or less. You won't be preferred, but I don't want to be the busiest person in the area. I want to be the most profitable person in the area. So I much rather do three to five stops a day, and make my what you call make my $700 to $800 that way versus me doing 8 to 9 stops a day, making $700 to $800. So that's how I do it. And I don't want to be the busiest person. I just want to do 3 to 5 stops. So 3 to 5 is a good for me. That give me time, especially if I'm out here as a one-man shop. That give me time to actually order my parts, do my paperwork, I don't want to be fighting traffic first thing in the morning. I don't want to be fighting traffic in the afternoon. It gives me time to get back home and spend time with my family, and I make a real good living. And give me time to fix stuff the proper way. I'm not rushed. When I start doing 7 or 8 calls a day, I get rushed. If I get anything that happens within that time frame, that throws me off. If I catch a bad call, or if something happens, I don't. I'm behind for the whole day, and I hate that. 3 to 5 calls a day. I like five. I like to do a 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I like to leave that open in case I need to put somebody in as an emergency, or if I got something I need to do, I can actually run and do that at 12, and then I do a 1, 2, and a 3, and that's it. I don't want to be doing late nights when people get off work and all that stuff. I used to do that, and it burned me out. And like Slick and I was talking about earlier, it don't matter how many calls you can do. You can run 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and when you wake up that next day, it's gonna be that many more calls waiting for you to go do them. So there's no such thing getting caught up in this business. Right now, it's not no such thing as getting caught up. Maybe as we keep bringing more people into the industry, and they start bringing more people into the skilled trade industry, and we got enough technicians, maybe one day. But right now, there's no such thing as getting caught up. And if you call Sears have 20, 30 technicians in your area, and they 2 weeks and maybe a month out right now before they can get to your house. So when you bring more people in, you say, "Oh, I'm gonna bring." I found this out too, and I brought in subs. I said, "I bring in subs, so I can get caught up." I bring in subs. I fill their plate up. Now I'm still just as just as busy. I didn't get caught up. D Johnson got the online course at the discounted rate before the grandfather in. Love the course. Best $500 I ever spent. Thank you, Mike. Oh man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. And I'm gonna go ahead and write it down. This Thursday, we're gonna do the hiring of subs. Hire and how I paid them. So that's what we'll do, since people now actually going out hiring, and that'll go in with the actual with the Millionaires Club as we work towards our million. Thank y'all again for tuning in, and I'll see y'all on Thursday.